Hi, Gav here, and today we have a new episode in the art review series. And today we'll be checking out the work of Moxuan Zhang, based in LA, USA. So they're a senior concept artist at Tencent America. Interesting. They have a couple of links here on X or Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. I did find their I think it was this one, which I found on the Pinterest, and then thankfully there was a link to their page here on or in ArtStation. I'm not sure if they're using a 3D base for this one, like just a rough, and then they'll draw over it, because based on their line work, if you do zoom in, you do see that sort of a shakiness. If you've ever drawn with like a really thin like gel pen, just think, because right now I'm thinking G-Tech. For those of you who've had this sort of, it's a really thin, I think it can even go to like 0.3. It's like a gel pen, but it's an interesting pen to sort of sketch with, because you can go really sort of thin with it, but at the same time the lines are very sort of consistent and shiny at the same time. So when looking at this sort of line work with the inks, it kind of does remind me of that. But if you zoom out, it almost looks like, because I know in 3D you can like export a, like, you have so many filters, so you can sort of export it to make your 3D model look a bit more presentable. So you can sort of get this effect. But I think just by zooming in, I don't know, did this guy render it? It looks like it was done manually. Because if you look at this other artwork on his portfolio, like he does do 2D, but I just don't know what his actual process is. But the point is, the takeaway is, his designs are really cool, right? I do recommend you zoom in, because thankfully they do post like really high quality big images of their designs here. It's so cool to look at. I do think they sharpen it. Maybe they do add a bit of that noise filter in the end to add a bit of more, to add more like teeth, I guess. Because if you look at the way they color, they're using basic, I think it's a basic round brush, maybe some soft brushes. Because I think it's more about the design. They're not very painterly, they're not into like the whole brush variety thing. It's a cool design. It's more about the design. Like they want things to be clear, and yeah. But it's interesting. The line work is, we've seen plenty of artists to do this, where they use like basic stuff, like a round brush for the line work, hardly pen pressure. Like it doesn't even have pen pressure. It's like a basic round brush. So the line weight is like consistent all the way. And then when they color, it's still like a basic brush. But when you like combine it with the actual design, it looks so freaking cool. So they're pretty good with like the reflections and stuff, the shadows. Because if you like take away the shadows, it's hard to see like what the actual form of these like metal paddings or plastic paddings are. But just by adding that extra value of shadow, like you can tell what the massing is. Like it just makes it look obviously more 3D, which helps you understand what its actual form is. But let me just look at the recent work, like, because here we have like an entire sort of season of mechas. I mean, oh shit, I think they do. I'm not sure what program this was done on. Is this I don't even know. Because there's so many 3D programs out there that I can't even like. First of all, I do mostly 2D, so it's hard for me to figure it out. But what if, fuck, this could even be like 2D just based on the painting? I think it is 2D. Oh my god. Maybe it is. Anyway, it looks cool as fuck. Right? Oh my god. The colors are desaturated, so it's kind of the opposite, I guess, of his usual, or like this batch, where you do see a lot more vibrant, saturated colors. But take away like the rendering style and stuff like that, it's the concepts are just interesting. Like the shapes and all these like details, it looks so like fun and interesting. It makes you want to like really look and what that thing is. I do think this was painted, done into the very impressive. Look at them toes. Yeah, stop. But yeah, I'm very impressed with their. Oh, they can paint. So this one is more of a painting. So they can clearly paint, but sometimes they'll go this route where it's more about doing the line work and then just a simple color pass. I'm saying simple because the approach really is simple, but the design is what makes it so complex. Nice teeth. But yeah, even like the shoes, or well, sorry, not shoes, but the feet or these things, they look so interesting too. Like it feels realistic, even though like you don't really see these types of. I mean, who knows what they're making in China, right? But I mean, he does work for Tencent, right? So that's kind of a big company. I don't know. Maybe they're hiding something behind the scenes. Oh, we have like a creature here in the past. Very interesting. So you can tell like this guy does have a good, you know, solid draftsmanship. You know, they can do organic forms, and maybe it does chat. Oh, nice toes. Maybe we're seeing it sort of shown in their like mecha stuff because even their mechas look organic as hell. Another artist I would recommend would have to be Zach Foreman, ZAKFOREMAN. He also does 3D, but if you look at his 2D sketches, very enjoyable to freaking look at. Uh, so this one's more of like a SWAT police officer kind of thing. Oh, it looks so bulky. Very like a hunky looking mech. And just the armor, the everything. It looks so cool. And yeah. I think, oh, I want to see this too. This one looks more like a crab for some reason. Just the detailing, knowing which part needs more like details, which part should be sort of left simple. Like, I just, I want to be able to do stuff like this too. I don't know. I want to do everything, but nice hands, right? I'm wondering how long, like, because there is this phase where you actually like draw it and finalize everything, color everything. But I'm thinking about like how long does it take to design? Like how many sketches do you have to go through? Thumbnail sketches, iterations you have to go through to reach like a final sort of version. So like how long would that usually take for this guy? Who knows? But it's cool. It's freaking cool. Oh, this one's cool. Oh, in this case, they're not using like a round for the line work. They're using something that's a bit more pencil-ish, and it does have the purplish color. So let's look at the recent work just to see what the contrast. Oh, so I think that recently they've been doing. Oh, so they've worked in League of Legends. They've been doing more humanoid, well, human characters, not humanoid, human. Oh, wow, look at this. Nice arms. Um. Oh wow, freaky. Yeah, they have a lot more like human stuff, creature stuff. So they're kind of a diverse artist. They've been working on different projects. Love the shoes. Very sort of intense. Um, I think I like this one more. Oh, this one is interesting. It's like a raptor shoe. This is more like a tiger paw. Very interesting concept. I like it. If you look at a lot of like product designers who design like shoes, especially like running shoes or like sports shoes in general, like they have the most cool looking designs, like color wise, shape wise. Like it makes you want to buy them. Like even just in the concept stage, it's interesting that or how good ideas can make you want to buy them, you know, or buy something. But I am more interested in their mecha stuff just because that's what I find the most fascinating. It's what introduced me to the artist. So check out their portfolio. They do have a bunch of links again on what Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and yeah. So I'll see you in the next episode. Let me find the one I liked. Or this guy. There you go. Kind of sexy, right? Ooh, so hot. Okay, bye.